because otherwise you hear him yelling on the stream. It's probably the loudest cat ever.
What about Drew from EG? Oh!
Alright, so 6-0. What do you think? How many rounds before Navi gets their first round? I say at the 9th round.
No, I think they're gonna get it I think they're gonna get it like 8th round. Maybe even this round.
Rushing out alley right now. Nasu's in actually a pretty good spot.
Like Markov's on Pop Dog Train here, now he's at Electric Box. If he gets his first pick, then it's big trouble for WinFakt. See, they've let WinFakt take up too much of the site already.
Nice kill by Basic. Nasu's still in a perfect spot to
Oh,
kill
but
this alley
Azlak
guy.
gets the kill on the bomb train guy. That was big.
Good pick by, yep. Nice round by WinFakt, to be honest.
Even though they won that and did the retake, it's super dangerous when you let a team like Navi get all the way down to the beginning of the bomb train without like fully forcing them into gun battles.
Navi should be able to buy again here. I mean, they have 7-round deficit.
Well, especially some of them had Glocks 2 rounds ago.
Yeah. So Markov has an op. I think he's going to go for a quick pick at a ladder here. He's just going to jump out. Try and pick Azlak.
I mean, the thing to do here actually would be to engage Azlak from like 2 different sides at the same time, like flash him from both sides. Because all you have to do is hold him off a second and you can take up more and more ground. Maui hits that
nice
shot right
shot
onto
by
Markov
Azlak.
though. Basics is pushed all the way up and gets a nice kill on the Edward.
Basic and Jigget's just really hitting. I mean, everyone.
But this
on
is still
WinFakt just hit-
doable. I mean, Zeus is in the tower just holding Z-halls.
Oh, nice. Makes it around a lot harder for Zeus.
The order they've got these kills in of these last few rounds has been crucial because they've never allowed Navi to have like a solid 2v2 where they could work from it.
Yeah.
They always like kill the other guy like a second later.
I mean, Azlak is really hitting all the shots. When Markov tried to jump at a ladder there, he just instantly picked him. And then as soon as he got that pick, it gave Basic and Jigatis freedom to just kind of push up. They didn't really fear Markov's op anymore.
See, the interesting thing here is that Navi is essentially trying to force going outside, whereas they haven't even bothered going inside. They haven't like tried a full split inside or a timing push inside.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Considering
It's
there's
like
not
they've
even...
just decided that if they keep doing it, eventually they're going to get one, like FX style when they were like ahead against SK in the E-Stars final. They've just decided, like, if we do this 10 times in a row, we're going to win it once. Which we saw how that worked out for FX. Like, they almost lost that game because of it.
Yep. Markov, it looks like Navi's doing one of their old slow strats.
This is also a scenario where I think if you are going to go outside, it's best to do like the old school 1-2, the old school 2-man move where you get one guy to jump over the train so Azlak takes the shot, and then as he takes the shot, Markov's stepping out trying to counter shoot him.
Yeah, I also think that another thing that Navi should maybe try to do is, if they just rushed inner one round, I think they could just catch Tommy by himself. They're playing 4 outside a lot of the time, and they don't have an op rotating. I mean, there's an op here right now because they're going so slow, but if they rushed, Azlak's always outside at the start of the round.
Starix is out alley and he sees someone's up in heaven. He sees the 2 flashes come. I'm assuming that's Nasu. No, it must be Basic.
Oh, really nice shot by Zeus.
Ooh. Lurpus runs out and gets 2 kills, but gets taken down. Azlak owned from behind though. There we go.
That's the
9th
first
round
one.
was actually when they got their first kill. Round. So 15 to 9. I mean, this is another scenario where we don't want to piss on people's parade who think that this is going to go to overtime, but Navi are going to win this game, this map, and then it's going to go to a third map in the series. Like, I'm sorry guys, it's just going to happen.
Navi's all the way out inner right now.
Basic manages to take no damage while killing someone, but then Edward gets him.
Really nice. Nasu really knows how to kill that guy around the T area, the T1 area.
Nasu did a bad job of bursting that onto the guy who was on 5 train.
Yeah.
And then he finally got him with the spray. Single
It's actually
1v3.
hiding just in a
Actually
random
has the
spot.
bomb.
It's about to get
So if
lurked
you can
on.
bullshit the first guy, there we go. Now go inside, mate. If he just rushes non-stop, he can at least get the bomb down. I mean, that's also a scenario where if he wanted, he could have gone for killing the first guy at connector and then trying to be in a one-on-one. But actually, the spot he's in, he can go under this, on the hitch of this train, he can go under it. They don't necessarily know where he is.
Yeah, I think...
In fact, Nasu's still outside.
Nasu's going to get killed by Essendon, I think. He's going way too quickly without his teammate.
See, that's the problem. He didn't engage together. So now, essentially, Senny doesn't even have to show. But he also doesn't know that Lurpus is coming from that side.
Now he does.
But then Lurpus makes a sound. I think he's going to win this. Ooh, he wasted... Right, I mean, he had to go for it because Lurpus was defusing.
Yeah. He made the little sound, right? So that's why Tommy got off.
Yeah.
If he made no sound, he won that round. 100%.
I think he picked the right side to come from.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem for him was Lurpus did do a good job of making up ground so that he had lots of time with the clock to play around with.
Yep. Navi's saving this round.
I think my HLTV's died.
I'm still in it. Just reconnect. Still live for me. It's just an eco round. Edward actually D some guy.
That was big though by Senya. That could have been game right there.
Yeah.
And that's another example of how ridiculous he is. Like, that's a 1v3 he shouldn't even have had a chance at.
Yeah, it was a really nice shot on that bomb train guy when he came around the corner. So 4 rounds left for, or 3 rounds left for Navi.
And plus, it's not just that Navi... It'd be one thing if Navi still didn't have a round, and so they had to get one just to even be sure they wouldn't lose. But they've, like, got 4 rounds to fuck around with now, and know that even if they don't do anything, it's still going to overtime, and so essentially the whole shit's reset. So that's like a really good feeling, because then you can just be more free, and especially when you're on a terrace side and you're trying to run strats. Like, Lurpus is going to have to push up and do something big here. He comes up white walls. He's going to come down a ladder.
Yeah, he can actually pick off...
Markolov's actually going all the way back around to... He's going to be mid in a second. Lurpus is actually going to be in position to kill Edward, I think, if he looks diagonally. But he doesn't. And then he made the pop dog sound and got killed by Markolov.
Knew.
Well, he heard the pop dog sound.
That should be game.
Yep, that's... Well, that's map anyway. There's still another map in the series to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was an unfortunate time for Lurpus to actually go under the train there.
Yeah. I think his team actually blinded him too. I think his teammates threw 2 flashes from the back of bomb train to try and delay him, and he got blind, and that's why his timing got screwed. I think he was going to push up much faster until he got blind and had to kind of like move back a bit. The good thing though is that before they lost, they got those rounds, so it builds their confidence up a little bit, making them think like, oh man, you know, if a couple things went right, we could have won that map. So this third map, they're not going into it thinking they just got raped by Navi. Like, they're going into it thinking that, you know, we won the first map, you know, they won the second one, but they don't feel like they ever got crushed, even though it was like a 14-1, you know?
Yeah, but that also can work against you, because then what happens is, you feel like you're competitive in the series, but then say they go down decently, like say they go down 1-8 on Inferno, then they'll be like, fuck, we're losing this round, this map, and we could have won both of those other maps, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like you already let your best chance go past you, and now you're just like playing from behind. But I have to say, they've done a good job so far of having some mental poise and not just like breaking under the pressure.
Going to this third map here. Taking forever to connect. Are you in the server yet?
In theory. Yeah, I am. But then I get this bug where I keep having to leave, otherwise it doesn't let me actually pick people and fucking click through.
Oh yeah. At least it doesn't take you 14 years to connect to HLTV because you live in North America and have like 240 ping to the HLTVs. It takes so long to connect.
Well, that's what's ridiculous, that you don't even have any in North America. Like that's one of those areas where ESEA like claims to represent the community, but they should probably like At least put in a little bit of effort. Like, get ESEA and use some of their own HLTVs for fuck's sake. Even China has their own HLTVs.
Yeah.
For, like, every game. I mean, China has its own HLTVs. Russia has, like, 4 different guys who stream in Russian language. Meanwhile, America has, like, me. And complains. You should be grateful.
And they all hate you.
Yeah. Is anyone actually in the server?
No, like, you know, after your map, you gotta go, like, make food and then shower.
Actually, let me find this. I probably won't be able to find it, but someone once posted a quote. Okay, so for European finals of IEM this year, they scheduled it quite well, so that actually, like, StarCraft was followed. Like, Quake came, and then it was like Counter-Strike, then Quake, then StarCraft or something. So that what ended up happening is fans of StarCraft and Quake watched the Counter-Strike final as well, whereas normally they never would have watched it. They'd only tune in for their game. So I saw some people comment on ES Reality about Counter-Strike because they don't usually watch it, and so they were like, how you start a game, and it was like Quake, and then it said like semicolon, sit down, warm up 10 minutes, ready up, play game. And then it was like Counter-Strike, drink water, sit, huddle, hug, sit down, breakdancing battle, high fives, like team talk, knife round, start game. It was like this huge list, but it was like so on point. Because like every Quake game starts within like 2 minutes or something, you know?
Yeah. Those guys usually do, unless Cypher rages, just leaves. I think that only happened like one time, but it's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, the thing is, in Counter-Strike, you essentially can't leave because every round actually counts. But the funny thing is, in both Quake and StarCraft, if you know like 99.99% you've lost, sometimes people just leave because they don't want to waste mental effort when they may as well just go to the next map.
Yeah. I actually think that's kind of like appropriate a lot of times. Like in CS, even though like a 14-1 half means you probably lost, you see that there is like a small chance that SK and WinFakt could have come back, even though it is super unlikely. I mean, you know, it's not impossible. Just like eco rounds in CS are impossible to win, you just have to like randomly 1-dig people. But in Quake, if you spawn with a machine gun and have like 100 HP versus a guy that's fully stacked, there's like no possible way that you're gonna kill him. Unless you like telefrag him randomly. Has anyone actually mini-fragged, like in a top match, has anyone actually like machine gunned someone that was fully stacked ever?
Dude, you sound like such a noob right now.
I haven't followed Quake like...
That's seriously like asking me if anyone in Counter-Strike has ever knifed a player who had like armor and a gun. Like, yeah, it doesn't happen often, but it happens like like not never, but it's happened sometimes, yeah. The thing is,
I think that's even
what you have to
more rare
realize
than
about
someone
Quake,
getting knifed,
actually,
though. In my opinion, it's like if I saw Forrest and I like ran at him with my knife out, and then
no,
got
it's much better than that. Having the machine gun in Quake is like the equivalent of having a Glock in Counter-Strike. Like, as long as you hit enough shots in a row and he misses, you can definitely kill him. Like, that mini machine gun's actually quite strong, because the problem with Quake is the machine gun actually, because you can just hit all the bullets on them if you're a really good player, you can just like kill them in about like 20 seconds or something, even if they have armor. So I mean, obviously they'd probably kill you with their gun, but if say they kill you, and then because of the fight, you doing damage to them during the fight, you have like they have 40 health and like 20 armor left. Then if you spawn right next to them, you might kill them. So it actually is one of the things that ruins Quake 3 a bit. But like in the old versions of Quake, that never used to happen because you used to have a shotgun that was like really, really bad. Like you had to hit some ridiculous amount of shots versus someone with armor. So then that never did happen, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Quake 3 it happens like semi-often.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched enough Quake to see enough games to see someone like I usually watch like all the really important games, so I never would see like Cypher like get minigun by Cooler in a finals game. There's like just no way that in my mind that could ever happen. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't, but I'm just saying
the other thing is
I never watched enough Quake
because of the way the spawns work in Quake. Even if I kill you, you might happen to spawn nearer the item, like the mega health that's just going to come up. So you might actually then be back in control even though I killed you.